Michael. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, by the way, Wednesday I'm in for Von Hessler Doctrine, 3 to 7. So I want to talk about Trump's labor pick because I'm seeing a lot of people upset. Lori Chavez de Rema, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. He's his labor pick, and a lot of conservatives I'm seeing are mad. A lot of conservatives are mad about a bunch of these picks, and it's kind of interesting to me because, as we've always said, and I've always said, Trump is no dyed-in-the-wool Republican conservative. He's pragmatic, right? He ran as a Republican, but, he used to be a Democrat, much like myself. He's much like one of the reasons I like him is because I get him. Like LGBT stuff, that doesn't really, it's not the thing I'm going to die on a hill about. Men playing in women's sports, yeah, I'll die on a hill about that. But I'm not really going to get too uptight about the other stuff. You want to have a parade? Go ahead. You want to sell a T-shirt in Target? No skin off my back. Does it need to be front and center when I walk in the store? No. Do you need to have men playing in women's sports? No. Do I like drag queens reading to 5-year-olds? No. But all the other stuff, you have the same right to life as I do. And Trump sees it similarly to me. But Lori Chavez de Rema, right? So conservatives are mad, right? And let's be honest. Trump campaigned as pro-worker. He campaigned as this. He never said he hated unions. As a matter of fact, we as conservatives, when Sean O'Brien spoke at the RNC, he's the president of the Teamsters. Remember, we all cheered. Yay, look at the Teamsters. Yay, 1.3 million members. We got labor. We got the unions. We all did that. Many of your pundits that are now against this pick cheered when Sean O'Brien spoke at the RNC convention. Well, what did you think? He was just speaking to speak? You don't think that they were working something out? You don't think that they were saying, hey, man, can we get a pro-labor person as your pick? I'm not against unions. As a matter of fact, I've spoken to several unions here in Georgia. I'm not against unions. Now, I think some unions are bad and some unions misuse their power, i.e. the teachers union. But I'm certainly not against the police union. And none of you listening to me right now who are conservative, who hate unions, hate the police union. So if a union is good for one group of people, or the firefighters union, if a union is good for one group of people, it's got to be good for others. Protection of workers. I think the teachers union is bad. I think it's too powerful. I think it's too influential. I think it does more to help the education as a business than it does to help the students. But I'm not against unions. And I think this is a great pick for Donald Trump. When you build a coalition to win an election like Donald Trump won, you're going to bring in many different people. Now, they're saying this is the most liberal cabinet in history for a Republican. Probably is true, because Donald Trump ain't that dude. He's going to bring in the people that thinks is best. And for us as conservatives to jump up and down like, oh, my God, she's pro-union. Yeah, okay. So I'm pro-union as well. Many of the people listening to me right now are in unions. Some of them work in areas where there are unions representing them. They may not be a member, but if something happens to them, the union will back them whether they're a member or not, especially here in Georgia. There are 288 unions in Georgia right now. 288. Did you know that? No. These are good people, working people. They should be protected. I have nothing against unions. I have nothing against this pick. And we need to, as conservatives, it's like conservatives who, when someone runs for like vice chair of a county party, and they would always say, well, Shelley, that person voted for Obama. Well, what does that mean? If you're going to increase your tent, listen to me, conservatives, particularly you hard and fast rule guys. If you're going to increase your tent, you're going to be bringing in people that you may disagree with on minor issues. But on the big things, you agree. That's what's going to happen as you increase your tent. This litmus test as to who's real and who's not, based on silly things, is going to be the failure of any victories that we just had. It's going to be the failure of the future growth of the party. Unions are not bad. They are bad unions, but unions are not bad. And this pick for labor is not a bad pick. You know why? Because the Teamsters got behind Trump. Working class men and women got behind Trump. Blue collar workers got behind Trump. You don't think they want to be protected? 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB.